Welcome to TalkU, where we talk about popular culture and Badger topics. I'm Michelle Hughes, and I'm a film major here at Brock.
I'm Mitch. I'm majoring in business communications with a minor in Tinder.
And I'm Taylor, and I'm also a film major here at Brock.
All right. So today's topic will be dating and comparing traditional offline dating with online dating websites and also apps such as Tinder. So what do you think is the best form of dating for yourself? In-person interaction, at bars, online, or dating apps?
I've personally used Tinder as well as I've met people from lecture and the bar, and I feel like lecture is kind of the best way to really meet somebody because you can definitely lie online. You're definitely not yourself or in the right state when you're at a bar.
Yeah, I agree. It's more intimate and you get to know each other a lot better and you're more real.
Some people use like the dating apps like Tinder and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, like in person I think is a lot better. But again, like that's just meeting people, like staying with the communication line is like a little bit different.
So going off that, what are some of the good qualities as well as some of the flaws by meeting people all these different ways?
It's a way to connect with people who are close to you, so like that's the purpose of the app, is to meet people and to go on dates with them.
Yeah, I feel it's definitely a gateway to meeting somebody, but it's definitely not a substitute.
I think it could depend on the person as well. If someone's more comfortable talking in person, then it's a lot easier for them to meet people, whereas a lot of people need to sort of build a relationship outside and apart and then like get together and meet up, and then it's a little bit easier for them.
That's definitely one of like the best pros, where you can develop some sort of relationship. So even if you go on that first date or you actually meet for the first time, you can actually build more of a connection and move faster that way.
Like the idea of like, you know, stranger danger kind of thing, it'd be if you got to know the person and then they ended up kind of being a little sketchy. But again, you can delete the person, you can block the person. Even still, like I'd be more concerned about Facebook. Sometimes if your settings aren't the right way, like people can figure out like where you are and stuff without you even like. You
send a message and it says where you're, like which city you're sending it from.
Dating scene is much different with the easy access of the internet. From an article by Eli J. Frinkle and Susan Sprecher, they state, one of our conclusions is that the advent and popularity of online dating are terrific developments for singles, especially insofar as they allow singles to meet potential partners they otherwise wouldn't have met.
I once told a girl, she's like, why are you using Tinder? I was like, because I got kicked off Christian Mingle. And she like deleted me and she believed it.
Aww.
I was a little heartbroken. She could have been my perfect match.
She
I started with a joke and
she could have been.
She doesn't have a good sense of humor, so.
I feel like it's definitely like where you are at in your life. Like, for example, like we're young, we're in our 20s, like do we really need to be on online dating?
I think the older generations, they use online dating, they take it seriously. So they're on it for a reason. They want to meet someone, they want that person in their life. Whereas younger people, they do it for like shits and giggles. And I just don't think they take it seriously. They're just like, I want a girl to come home with me tonight, so we'll just swipe until one of them wants to, kind of thing.
So online websites claim to be able to find matches for each member through mathematical algorithms to reduce the size and make the search more manageable. Tinder also suggests matches based on your activity on the apps and saying nay, yay, based on quick glances. I don't think what is this mathematical algorithm stuff? I don't believe this.
It's a questionnaire.
Fill out a questionnaire.
And it's like, do you walk your dog? Yes, no, sometimes. It's one of those questions.
Oh.
So it like will match you with people that answer similarly to you.
But they're never specific. Like you can't just write an essay about who you are.
It's very general. Yeah. It's so superficial that I find if you were to meet them in person, it would be like, whoa, you are not what I swiped for, so no thank you.
I think it's just weird for us because the way we set Tinder is you set it to the age range you like. So the people that you interact with on Tinder are your age group or whatever, but it'd be interesting to like see how older people use Tinder because it goes to like, what's the oldest age?
55, 65.
Yeah, right? It goes whatever, but like really, how many people are like, I don't know, I'd love to meet
maybe
I'll just like check it one day to see how there's like a 60,
exactly.
If there's like a 65-year-old out there on Tinder and just be like, hey, well, actually that'd be really awkward because you don't want to match.
You're saying you want to match with a 65-year-old?
Whoa.
No, but I'm saying that it'd be interesting to see like what
Wow, Michelle, this took a wild turn.
It'd be interesting to say.
Pick him up in his walker.
Oh, God. It would be interesting to see how they how they use Tinder compared to the younger
Compared to us.
generations,
Yeah.
such as ourselves. Continuing on, so an article in The Guardian by Stephanie Roseblum states, if you are curious about numbers, about 81% of people misrepresent their height, weight, or age in their profiles, according to a study led by Catalina L. Toma, an assistant professor in the Department of Communication Arts at the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
They get catfished,
Yeah.
which is a complete lie on like every aspect of saying who you are. So like wrong picture, wrong height. Why do you think people would lie about their height and age? Other than the whole catfish.
Yeah.
Just like insecurity.
Insecurity, yeah, for sure. People might, in the past, have been self-conscious about maybe their weight or their height, and they feel that the only way they're going to meet someone who's going to love them is if they're skinnier or if they're chubbier or
Taller,
shorter.
I think it speaks a lot to like how social media in general
Yeah.
affects our personal relationships, because it's not just how we meet people, it's how when we actually do meet people, our whole personal life is kind of put out
Yeah.
there. Can relationships survive without like these devices in front of us?
Yeah.
And it's become such a huge thing down to the simple text message.
It's kind of become like the strength of like a relationship that we're in depends on like the strength of your like internet connection.
Exactly.
Like that's what it is. It's like, oh, my Wi-Fi's on one bar, we are on one bar.
Could you imagine living in this day and age with the technology that our parents had?
I know.
Like, how would you keep a relationship going? We would honestly be lost.
Exactly.
Because if you don't text back your girlfriend or your boyfriend within 10 seconds, oh, there's a problem. He's
Yeah.
cheating. She's
Oh my
cheating.
God, yeah.
Rules of dating, guys.
Rules of dating.
I'd love to hear this. What are the rules of dating a guy?
I don't know. I don't really
Like Dr.
believe.
Phil now.
I don't believe in the whole guy pays for dinner. If, like, okay, every now and then, like, oh, I'm gonna take you out because you know you deserve a night out. Sure, pay for dinner.
There's no
Is
way.
that like 3-day rule a thing?
I don't think so.
I don't think it is.
It definitely isn't.
Do you guys even think that much?
No.
Didn't think
No.
It's girls. They overthink things. way
Like guys
too
are like in their dorms pacing like, oh my god, it's 3 days, 24 minutes. She hasn't texted me. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Should I text her now? It's like
and again-
relationships and dating is hard.
It's hard.
You don't want to come off as too clingy, but like
Yeah.
realistically, a text message isn't clingy unless it's like 100 text messages in like 2 minutes because he's not responding.
Why aren't you responding to me? Hey, are you live? What? Yeah, that would drive me insane.
Yeah.
Take
I'd be
note, like, don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
Michelle,
Sex
take
rule.
the lead.
All right, guys. So that was some great discussion on some like dating stuff. I think you learned a lot.
I did. I'm gonna go home and impress my girlfriend now.
Delete Tinder. Like we're done. Like
I haven't had it in a while.
yeah, not me either. Yeah, I think we definitely learned a lot and brought up some interesting discussion on the topics. So thanks for watching TalkU. I'm Michelle,
I'm Mitch.
And I'm Taylor.
and see you next time.